So the poll essentially that the university is sending out at the moment, from our perspective, is illegitimate for two reasons. The first reason is access, right? Not a lot of students will have access to the kinds of things that they need to be able to take the poll, like Wi-Fi and data and so things, right? Because most of our students, although they're not on the ground at Wits, they are at home, and most of them have traveled as far as going back home to the rural areas. So they won't be able to participate to a large extent in the polling system. Outside of that, we also don't recognize the polling system because it is open to outside influences as well. Because you have a situation where alumni can now also comment and take the poll, and essentially that is very dangerous because you have a situation where the university has a mailing list of all the alumni at the university through the Office of Convocation. It's called Convocation, the Office of Convocation, and they're able to send out communique to all previous Wits University students to say that they must participate in the poll and they should vote this way, which means that there is an obvious bias that's going to come out of the poll essentially. This is something that we are preempting, this is something that we know, and this is something that we are going to try and prevent before happening. And how we're going to do that is essentially the university has missed a step, right? So the university was not supposed to call out a referendum or pull out a poll. Essentially, they were supposed to call an assembly, right? A student assembly, and invite parents and workers and academics as well in order to see how they can solve this issue internally, because by putting out a poll, they've invited external influences. Right. So essentially what we have done as students is we've gone ahead of the university, is now we're calling on an assembly. So we've organized an assembly that will take place on Thursday. We're inviting parents, workers, academics as well, and students to be part of that assembly that will happen at Solomon House, because we feel as though the Great Hall will not be able to contain the capacity of people we are expecting and the capacity of people that we are mobilizing for. So essentially we're going to go above and have the student assembly, and what we're going to focus on essentially is to make sure that our masses, the masses that are sure and want to continue with Fees Must Fall, are present and very vocal at that assembly to be able to voice out their concerns. Because essentially if the Vice Chancellor wants to determine numbers, then something that I am able to guarantee is through the logistics team that we have. So essentially when people donate food or clothes, whatever they donate, we have a logistics team that sorts out and makes sure that students get lunch, students get supper at the end of it all. But now in order for us to do that, we need to be able to tally how many people we're catering for. So we're continuously tallying students to find out if our numbers are growing or if they're reducing. And over the past week, our numbers have been growing. So there's 36,300 students at Wits. As of Monday, I've been able to confirm that we've been feeding about 16,200 students. So that is approximately more than half of the number of students at Wits University. So that is a number that I am able to guarantee. The only thing that we need to do now is make sure that that 16,000 is at the assembly. And that is our point of order at the moment. We're mobilizing, we're contacting parents, we're trying as well, and I think this is where your assistance also comes in, is to encourage parents as well to attend the assembly on Thursday at Solomon House, because your voices as well will be very important when we do make the final decision to say we will not take whatever the poll decides. We are going to still move on with shutting down until we have free education.